Welcome to tonight's top news stories from around the world. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanseeba Nauri. Let's get started with the headlines making waves right now. Biden and Harris reunited on campaign trail for Labor Day in Pennsylvania. Trump claimed he had every right to interfere in the 2020 election. Bilingual billboards called Trump an anti-unionist in key battleground states. Power cut to 140 homes in coastal California community where landslides are worsening. Hotel strike expands across U.S. cities for fair wages and benefits. U.S. service members attacked by anti-American group in Turkey. U.S. seizes Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's plane citing sanctions violations. Majumdar Foundation hosts 7th annual school supply event in the Bronx, supporting students with essentials and healthcare. New images of Titanic reveal part of iconic bows railing collapsed and other discoveries. Elon Musk's Sterling faces Brazilian sanctions for defying court ruling. Pope Francis begins 12 days Southeast Asia tour amid health challenges. Team USS Roderick Townsend wins high jump gold for third time in Paris. And Mueller scores in his record 710th match for Bayern. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. President Joe Biden joined Vice President Kamala Harris on the campaign trail for the first time in 6 weeks. The two appeared together at a Labor Day event in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a crucial swing state, to rally support from trade unions. Harris, who recently became the Democratic presidential nominee after Biden stepped aside, vowed to oppose the sale of U.S. steel to a Japanese company. She emphasized her commitment to American steelworkers, echoing Biden's stance on the issue. The event highlighted Harris's loyalty to Biden's policies while promising a new way forward. She has been careful to balance distancing herself from the administration's economic challenges like inflation while still embracing its successes. Labor leaders, including those from the United Steelworkers and AFL-CIO, were expected to attend. Biden has pledged to support Harris in key states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, which are essential for a Democratic victory in November. Polls have showed a close race between Harris and Donald Trump in these swing states, making their outcome crucial in the upcoming election. Former President Donald Trump, who faced multiple charges related to his attempts to overturn the 2020 election results, insisted that he had every right to interfere in the election. In a Fox News interview aired on Sunday, Trump questioned why he was indicted for actions he believed were within his rights. A federal indictment had accused Trump of trying to defraud the United States by stopping Congress from certifying President Joe Biden's victory. The indictment also claimed that Trump deprived voters of a fair election. Last month, he faced a revised federal indictment for allegedly attempting to overturn his 2020 election loss. In Fulton County, Georgia, Trump faced similar charges, including racketeering, which could lead to up to 20 years in prison. Trump, who was running again as the Republican nominee for president, had not confirmed whether he would accept the outcome of the upcoming November 5 election if Kamala Harris, his Democratic rival, won. Bilingual billboards in English and Spanish were put up in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, labeling former President Donald Trump as an anti-unionist. The Democratic National Committee sponsored the billboards, which appeared in high traffic areas. In a news release, the DNC credited unions for securing fair wages, worker protections, and health care benefits. The release also praised Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, for their strong support of workers, noting that both have always backed labor rights. DNC spokesperson Maddie Mundy criticized Trump as a union buster who had tried to withhold pay from union workers while benefiting wealthy executives during his presidency. She stated, simply put, Trump is a union escape. The billboards appeared as both parties focused on crucial battleground states and as polls showed a tightening race between Harris and Trump. The Biden Harris administration had strengthened organized labor, with President Joe Biden making history in 2023 by becoming the first president to visit a picket line of striking auto workers. In Rancho Palos Verdes, a coastal city in Southern California, about 140 homes lost power on Sunday due to worsening landslides. The power shutoff was ordered by Southern California Edison out of safety concerns, leaving some residents scrambling to find alternative housing. The utility company decided to cut electricity after a power line fell last week in the Portuguese Bend area, sparking a small fire. City officials warned residents to prepare for possible evacuations. While evacuations were not mandatory as of Monday, residents were asked to limit water and plumbing use. The city set up an emergency center to help with phone charging and relocation support. Rancho Palos Verdes, known for its multi-million-dollar estates and the Trump National Golf Club, has seen land movement for decades. However, geologists recently reported that the land was shifting more than a foot a week in some areas, threatening homes. Heavy rains over the past 2 years have worsened the situation. Residents expressed frustration with the short notice before the power shut off. Los Angeles County Supervisor Janice Hahn called the situation an emergency, urging state support to help the city manage the crisis. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Thousands of hotel workers continued their strike at 25 hotels nationwide, demanding higher wages and an end to pandemic-era cuts. The strike, which began on Sunday, involved about 10,000 workers in cities including San Diego, Seattle, San Francisco, Boston, and Honolulu. The workers, represented by the United Air Union, are employed by Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt. In Connecticut, employees at the Hyatt Regency Greenwich protested outside the hotel with signs saying, "Respect our work and one job should be enough." Some workers played drums and rang cowbells while chanting, "Check out, don't check in." Francisco Tapias, a Hyatt worker for nearly 30 years, expressed frustration over lower pay and reduced benefits since the pandemic. His son Kevin also works at the hotel and joined the strike, citing declining living standards. United Air President Gwen Mills criticized the hotel industry's record profits while workers struggle. Hyatt responded, stating they were disappointed by the strike but remained open to negotiations. The strikes could soon spread to other cities, including Baltimore and Providence, as workers continue to seek fair contracts. Two U.S. military service members were physically attacked in Izmir, Turkey, by members of the Turkey Youth Union, an anti-American nationalist group. The attack occurred while the service members were in civilian clothes. Police detained 15 suspects linked to the TGB, and five additional U.S. service members intervened after witnessing the assault. The U.S. Embassy in Turkey confirmed the incident, stating that the service members from the USS Wasp are now safe. The embassy thanked Turkish authorities for their quick response and ongoing investigation. A video posted on a TGB social media account showed an individual in a white hood, purportedly a U.S. soldier, being restrained. The USS Wasp had arrived in Izmir on Sunday for a port visit after joint training exercises with Turkish naval forces in the Mediterranean. The attack comes amid a heightened U.S. military presence in the Middle East due to the ongoing Israel-Gaza conflict. The USS Abraham Lincoln and its strike group are currently operating in the region. The United States seized a plane used by Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, flying it from the Dominican Republic to Florida. The Justice Department said the aircraft, a Dassault Falcon 900EX, was bought for $13 million through a shell company, violating U.S. sanctions. The seizure came amid ongoing pressure on Maduro, who faced controversy over a contested July 28 election. While Maduro claimed victory, the opposition reported that its candidate won decisively. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland stated the plane was smuggled out of the U.S. to benefit Maduro and his associates. The U.S. Commerce Department's Matthew Axelrod emphasized that the seizure aimed to send a strong message against the illegal acquisition of U.S. assets by sanctioned officials. The aircraft was reportedly used for Maduro's travels and visits to other countries. The Venezuelan government did not immediately comment. The White House Security Council viewed the seizure as a significant step to hold Maduro accountable for alleged election tampering and repression. The Justice Department's investigation revealed that the plane was exported from the U.S. via the Caribbean in late 2022 and early 2023. On Sunday, the Majumdar Foundation hosted its 7th annual school supply event at Oasis 1907 White Plains Road in the Bronx. Detail on desk report. The Majumdar Foundation hosted its 7th annual school supply event at Oasis 1907 White Plains Road in the Bronx. In this special event, the foundation distributes school materials, school bags, books, health-related items, medicines, and food to the students. The event started with a prayer. Prizes were also distributed to meritorious students on the occasion. Eminent leaders present on the occasion addressed the students and motivated them for more success in their academic career. Mr. N. Majumdar, chairman of Majumdar Foundation, was the main organizer of this event. He was assisted by H. Coach, Manjur Hossain Joglu, and other active members. The foundation has been doing community service for 17 years, and their initiatives have been well received by students in the Bronx. The materials distributed to the students in this event will meet their needs for equipment in the new academic year. Apart from this, importance has been given to the health protection of students by providing health-related parts and medicines. Majumdar Foundation has promised to stand by the students through such arrangements in the coming year as well.
Park system, Majumdar Foundation, Boom, Delivery Place, Kafadar News, Millennium News 24.
We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Recent images from an expedition to the Titanic wreck have shown significant decay on the ship's bow and the rediscovery of a long-lost bronze statue. The expedition, conducted by RMS Titanic Inc., marked the first visit to the site since 2010. The images, released on Monday, depict a large section of the ship's railing now lying on the seafloor. This railing, famously featured in the 1997 film Titanic, was found missing a 15-foot-long segment on the port side. The discovery highlights the ongoing deterioration of the wreck as noted by RMS Titanic Inc.'s Thomasina Ray. A notable find was the bronze statue Diana of Versailles, last seen in 1986. The statue, which once adorned the ship's first-class lounge, was found face up in the debris field. Titanic researcher James Penka described the rediscovery as a major moment. The team mapped the wreck and its debris field and plans to return next year to recover more artifacts. They aim to preserve the Titanic's legacy while addressing the debate over the ship's status as a grave site. Brazilian telecommunications regulator Anatel could impose penalties on Starlink, the satellite internet provider owned by Elon Musk, for failing to comply with Brazilian regulations, a senior official revealed on Monday. Anatel Commissioner Arthur Coimbra stated that the regulator is reviewing all telecom operators to ensure they adhere to a Supreme Court order to shut down the X messaging platform. Starlink is the only company that has refused to follow Judge Alexander de Moraes' ruling, Coimbra said. The Supreme Court had previously upheld the suspension of X in Brazil due to its failure to appoint a local legal representative as required by law. The court's decision led to X being blocked for over 20 million users in Brazil, the platform's sixth largest market. The suspension came after a long dispute between Musk and Moraes over censorship and misinformation. Musk criticized the suspension as an attack on freedom of expression and has maintained that Moraes' actions were aimed at restricting user rights. Pope Francis left Rome on Monday for Jakarta, marking the start of a significant 12-day journey across Southeast Asia. The 87-year-old leader of the global Catholic Church boarded an overnight flight from Fiumicino Airport with a destination set for the Indonesian capital. The Pope will stay in Indonesia until Friday before visiting Papua New Guinea, East Timor, and Singapore. He is scheduled to return to Rome on September 13. During this tour, Pope Francis plans to address global climate change, an issue he has highlighted throughout his papacy. The countries on his itinerary face climate threats, including rising sea levels and severe weather. The trip will cover nearly 33,000 kilometers and involve more than 40 events. This journey is the longest undertaken by the pontiff, who has been using a wheelchair due to knee and back pain. Despite his health issues, the Vatican reported that no special medical precautions were in place for this trip. Matteo Bruni, the Vatican press director, confirmed that standard health measures were being followed. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Team USA's Roderick Townsend, sporting a Picasso-inspired hairstyle, dazzled the crowd at the Stade de France on Sunday night. Townsend, the T47 high jump champion, clinched his third straight gold medal with a jump of 2.12 meters. The T47 category is for athletes with partial arm loss or moderate movement problems in one arm. Townsend's impressive victory was celebrated on social media by Team USA with a three-peat graphic highlighting his dominance in the event. The 32-year-old Townsend, who has an upper right shoulder impairment from birth, triumphed over India's Nishad Kumar, the silver medalist from the Tokyo Paralympics. Kumar narrowly missed the 2.12-meter mark but ultimately finished second. Townsend embraced Kumar after the competition, praising his rival's performance. Despite the cheers and attempts to break his own record, Townsend fell short of the 2.17-meter height. He revealed post-event that he had been dealing with a hernia from US trials in July, impacting his performance. Bayern Munich veteran Thomas Muller made history on Sunday by becoming the club's all-time record appearance maker in their 2-0 Bundesliga win over Freiburg. In his 710th match for Bayern, Muller came off the bench in the 59th minute. With the score 1-0, thanks to a Harry Kane penalty, Muller scored a stunning goal with a powerful shot from a Serge Gnabry pass, securing the win. Mueller, who joined Bayern in 2008, surpassed former goalkeeper Sepp Mayer's records aren't that important to me. What matters is scoring a nice goal, which was technically outstanding, Mueller said. Kane's penalty came in the 38th minute after a VAR review ruled Freiburg's captain Christian Gunter handled the ball. Gunter criticized the decision, calling it insane. In stoppage time, João Palhinha conceded a penalty for Bayern, but Freiburg's Lucas Höller missed the spot kick. The victory continued Vincent Kompany's perfect start as Bayern's manager, having won all three matches this season. Freiburg's winless streak at Bayern extended to 25 games. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,292.23. The NYSE Composite is increased by 142.69 points or 0.75%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,700.87. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 53.12 points or 0.14%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,811.04. The Shanghai index is decreased by 31.18 points or 1.10%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,691.97. The Hang Seng Index is decreased by 297.10 points or 1.65%. Bombay stock close price is 82,559.84. The Sensex Index is increased by 194.07 points or 0.24%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden and Harris reunited on campaign trail for Labor Day in Pennsylvania. Trump claimed he had every right to interfere in the 2020 election. Bilingual billboards called Trump an anti-unionist in key battleground states. Power cut to 140 homes in coastal California community where landslides are worsening. Hotel strike expands across US cities for fair wages and benefits. US service members attacked by anti-American group in Turkey. US seizes Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's plane citing sanctions violations. Majumdar Foundation hosts 7th annual school supply event in the Bronx, supporting students with essentials and healthcare. New images of Titanic reveal part of iconic boat's railing collapsed and other discoveries. Elon Musk's Sterling faces Brazilian sanctions for defying court ruling. Pope Francis begins 12 days Southeast Asia tour amid health challenges. Team USS Roderick Townsend wins high jump gold for third time in Paris. And Mueller scores in his record 710th match for Bayern. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel, and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jagu TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jagu BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.